Let's see. Alright, so first game of the match, the matchup or the series. Welcome everyone. First of the best of 5 between Tatoh and Hera. Hera's gonna be playing in the north, in the green, and we're gonna have Tatoh in the southwest playing gray. Tatoh's gonna be playing Huns, which get, of course, to build no houses, but also start with -100 wood. They get 50% accurate trebuchets as opposed to 15 only for the rest of the civilizations, and also 10 and 20% cheaper cavalry archers in Castle and Imperial Age. For Hera civilizations, the Chinese, they start with extra villagers but less resources. The TC can support more population, so you don't have to build as many houses in the beginning. Also, they get 10, 15 and 20% cheaper researches or technology cost in feudal, castle and Imperial Age. And finally, well, demolition ships, demolition rafts and heavy demo ships, they get 50% more HP, which is quite good. We are going to decrease the music volume a little bit since probably a little bit too high. There we go, should be fine now. And hello everyone again, it's me, yeah. Maybe there's the trees are something of the map. I don't think so, because I saw that map has the small trees. I'm not really sure what's going on. But anyway. Alright, let's take a look at the maps now for both players. Hera's gonna have the main goal forward, the main stone on the back, which is quite good. Secondary goal and secondary stone forward, and the third goal finally for him is very, very far away here in the west. Although he should be able to wall the left hand side area. I don't think he's gonna be able to wall the right hand side, or he's gonna have to spend a lot of wood trying to do that. Over here for Tatoh's map, things are not looking precisely perfect either. He can probably make use of the cliffs over here to wall the right hand side. The left hand side also has a couple of cliffs and also a wood line over there, but the match generation is not the best here for the Spaniard. As you can see, only 2 wool lines far away from the TC, one is forward. And yeah, situation is not stellar for Hera either, only a back wool line. Although if he goes for the walls over here, he's gonna have access to other woods. Anyway, going up to Feudal Age now, both players are going to hit Feudal before the 10-minute mark. And Tatoh's gonna go forward with a couple of villagers already. Oh no, but the tiger also now the scout! It feels like maybe one villager could go down here. He's not gonna try. You gotta try, man. By the way, alright, it's okay, it's okay. At the very least, he's going to spot the villagers. So that is something. Yeah. Tatoh's gonna start building the dock, and we're gonna see barracks coming up, so very risky move. And now the scout is here. I don't think he's gonna be able to get a villager. He's just gonna delay this a little bit. Yeah, not gonna do a whole lot. There's a weak villager over there, let's see. He's gonna try to get her. Don't think he's gonna be able to, although he's taking a lot of hits. That's going to lose the villager over there. Maybe? It's going to be 1 scout for 1 villager. I don't know if that's worth it. Hera's gonna be 3 villagers ahead now, but dude. And Joshua, man, if you want to join the game, for sure, just hit me up and we can arrange the Discord call. Maybe after this game, or maybe you can just join if you want. It's alright. Hop on the Discord. I'm gonna jump in now. Give me a moment. Alright, I'm in. Next one? Okay, well, I'm still in the voice chat, so just feel free to join whenever you want. Well, it's oh! 1 villager going down and 2 very weak ones now. Yeah, alright, this could potentially be a very quick one. Although, well, Tatoh is doing some damage. He lost a villager, he might lose another one over here. Ah, good hit. But going for Demos is going to be very powerful here, although he's going to go for Fire Galleys now. Eco of Hera is looking very, very open. Tatoh, on the other hand, extremely open as well. Not going for a lot of farms. Gonna fall, yeah, a little bit behind in Eco. He's got the room, but he doesn't have the food to queue a villager. Which is bad. 25 villagers. He's gonna be stuck at 25 villagers for the time being. So he's gonna have to do a lot of damage. Man, this is not looking good. Tatoh is giving 1 villager now, but yeah, his eco is kinda messy over here. On the other hand, Hera's eco is quite solid at a lot of farmers already. These units are protected, the villagers. Good walls, although it's still possible for the fire. Okay, there we go. That is good. That palisade was all that Hera was needing. Fire galley gonna go down? Probably, but it's going to take a scout with it as well. It's alright. Fire galley is very, very strong in fuelage. That gate going down as well. Alright, good tower. That is going to push the lumberjacks away, but there is still a lot of wood access over here for Hera. And also he could potentially, let me see. Does he know about the... Oh, he doesn't know about the wood line over here. It's so close. It's actually very unlucky. Look at that. That is 1 tile too short from spotting that. And Tato's gonna start doing a lot with the demolitions. Alright, that is going to get walled, but these villagers and that scout is going to go down as well. Villager count still lower for Tatoh by about 4 at this point. And Hera, with a couple of scouts over here, not paying attention, gonna lose one of them probably. There we go. Very weak scouts, not gonna be able to do anything with those now. Another tower coming up for Tatoh as well, pushing effectively all the villagers from Hera away. He's going for the forward wood. I'm not really sure about this. It's very, very close to Tatoh's dock, which already has a demolition raft inside, by the way. What do we have over here? More scouts? 4 scouts? 5 scouts over there? Not paying attention. Tatoh could have taken that scout for sure. Let's take a look over here. Alright. Good micro. Still gonna lose a scout. And very unfortunate that reload time for the spearman was not short enough. No, this is not the place for tech support, man, sorry. You should have to go to the Wooly website and there is a tech support section. Or if you launch Wooly in the lobby browser, on top, to the right of the mod center button, there is a tech support section as well. Yeah, my ISP is working very bad. I made that clear before going live. It's very unfortunate. Totally out of my control though. I even lowered the bitrate and everything to try to mitigate it, otherwise it would be even worse. Well, Hera is failing to take villagers and now the villager count is getting even for both players. Yes, the stream is freezing because my ISP is not working very well today, but unfortunately none of the other casters was able to come here today or right now. Because of some misunderstandings with the time zones, which can happen. Moving in a new house with fiber. Well, I have 50. I was offered 100, but it was too much for what I needed because it's mostly important the upstream, right? I do have enough upstream, but I'm not really sure what happened. Today the ISP, and also it is fiber. It's just working very, very spotty today. Huh? Look at that! Villager count now higher for Tatoh actually. Even taking the wood over here. That is quite good. Yeah, it's just unlucky. I apologize for the choppiness, but nothing I can do at this point, unfortunately. We're dropping like 15-16% of the frames, which is awful. After this game, I'm gonna try a different server. Maybe that's gonna help things. Maybe it's a Twitch thing with my ISP, not the ISP per se. But yeah, after this game, we are going to cut the stream a little bit and try with a different server. And if Lidacor maybe can make it at 19 GMT, might be able to pass it on to him. Alright, so the situation over here is not looking very good for Tatoh. His eco is getting kind of messy because of all the scouts over there. Also, the skirmishers are gonna go down probably. No, that was good defense. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna manage to defend now with the fire ships, the fire galleys. Well, Hera is not taking this wood anymore. He's going once again forward. But take a look at this! Take a look at this! And Tatoh's gonna notice! Uh-oh, uh-oh! Oh, good walls! The quick walls are gonna be there on time, and that demo is going down without taking any villagers with it. And this is great! Now there's only 3 scouts over there for Hera, 2 scouts, 1 scout, and low HP. Yeah, there we go. Tatoh's gonna be in a great position now, gonna go forward with the archers. Whatever he has left of scouts, which is only 1 with half HP, but the fire galleys could potentially be quite helpful. Tatoh's already here with a couple of archers, with fletching as well. Status villagers going down, a couple of skirmishers over there for Hera, and both players really trying to counter each other's armies. Well, Tatoh has the units, he needs to go forward. He has a scout. He has the demos. He's got the fire galleys even. Green though? Gonna click up to Castle Age. Tatoh is not looking anywhere even... Wait. What? Color me embarrassed, Tatoh's gonna go up to Castle Age himself. It was not looking like he was gonna be able to go up. Well, he's working magic with the market. So you have a couple of demo rafts over there. The fire galleys, another tower coming up. But then, this is so unlucky, and once again, Hera just cannot find wood. At this point, the Canadian player, by the way, that the flags are wrong, I just noticed. Give me a moment. Market views 100%, man. So Tatoh is actually Spanish. Where is the Spanish flag? Oh, good demo shot over there. Spain, there we go. Yeah, the advantage for Tatoh is so huge right now. Let's take a look over this. Not gonna do a whole lot with that. But yeah, Hera's alright now. He's got a couple of camels over there. Camels are going to be fantastic against potential knights. Town center coming up as well. Very unfortunate. Once again, Hera, man. Scout over here. But he knows now. He knows. He's spotted the trees, but he's not sending villagers over there. He really wants to take wood from this area. He's probably gonna lose villagers though. He's gonna have to stay on top of it, on top of the lumberjacks, so that they don't go to this area. Botkin arrow coming up for both players, and the military count is looking very good for Tatoh. 14 to only 8, that is 6 extra military units. He's got a couple of villagers over here, and villagers could potentially repair the demos as well. Yeah, he's gonna need to repair this one. .45 HP and taking full pierce damage. Demos are not gonna be tanking arrows anytime soon. Well, let's take a look. Camel's gonna try to target this. That was a decent shot. Now he's gonna have to clean this up. Well, let's take a look over here. That is a lot of land units for green. And Hera's probably gonna be able to clean this up. He's actually taking 1 fire galley already. Those knights, those camels, sorry, are quite quick. 1 TC only for the green player. Tatoh, on the other hand, already on 2 TCs. And well, what is the thing to do now? Huns don't get the best archers. Up until Castle Age they are alright, but in Imperial Age, well, they don't get ring archer armor. So you can kind of get away with it if you go for cavalry archers and you get Parthian tactics. But for archers they are not the best. So he's gonna have to transition at some point. The thing is he gonna do that? He seems to be going heavily into archers. Probably in this situation, in Castle Age, archers are a little bit better. I'm not really sure. But take a look over here. Tato's gonna go for another tower. And finally, Hera's gonna move over to this woodline. Man, it took ages. He's gonna go for a TC now. That's going to be the second TC. But we have had... Take a look at that. Hera, not paying attention over here, is going to lose 2 knights for free. And he was in a position to deny the university now. University is up for Tatoh. 2 archery ranges, so we are gonna see ballistics coming up for sure. And great shot, taking 3 villagers. The villager advantage is huge right now for Grey. 21 extra vills. Well, he might lose the archers, but he doesn't have to worry about this very much. That monk, 90%, 94, 95. It's going to push the knights away. But all 3 monks are full faith right now. Let's see. And the demo coming up, and 3 monks for a single demo! That is just so good! The fire ships are gonna sail away now. But that was a great trade. Great trade. So now Tato's gonna have the monk count advantage. He's already on the villager count advantage with 31 extra vills. He's got a lot of crossbows over there. I'm not really sure about that though. Probably gonna lose 2 monks. Losing 1 monk. Okay, gonna delete the knight over there. It was not so bad. But still. More demos coming up. And take a look at this. 3rd TC coming up for Tatoh. 4th TC coming up for Tatoh. Villager count is going to be absolutely insane for the Grey player as he approaches Imperial Age. 3 TCs only for Hera, and yeah, he already got the 2nd and 3rd TC up, but that is already 35 extra villagers, and it keeps getting larger and larger, the villager lead. Conversions coming up. There we go. convert to the fire, convert to an archer. Taking a look over here though. 4 marks for a single demolition ship! Oh my god, that is so good! And Hera's gonna be beating himself over this. Another demo coming up. It's not even worth it to pursue the monk. At this point, what he needs is taking villagers, and that is 3 villagers and a spearman going down. This is pretty much GG. This looks and feels like a GG to me, and the GG has been called. Nothing for Hera to stop the archers with. And that's about it. Now, the partial score is going to be 1-0 in favor of the Spaniard. So there we go, updated scores. We're gonna take a look at the achievements real quick, and then we are gonna jump into the second game. So let's see, military scores, KD almost 2-1. As for eco stats, much better eco for Tatoh all over the board. Hera, unsurprisingly, going for a lot more farms, gathering a little bit more food. Fuel H and Castle H faster for the AM player, but eventually Tatoh taking it. Yeah. Alright. Let me see if Lida is here, then maybe he can join. Do you think he can cover this? Because my ISP is just so bad. Dropping 18% frames, not looking good. But alright, we're gonna go back. I'm gonna enable the counter and we're gonna jump into the second game shortly. There we go. Perfect. Glorious bog forest. We have in the south Tatoh, in the north Hera. Let's take a look at the player civilizations. So we're gonna catch up now a little bit. We are a little bit behind. There we go, perfect. Yeah, College Toast, keep in mind that Vuli is run by volunteers, so people helping you out are doing that in their free time when they can. So it's not like someone is paying them or anything. So it can take a while, but they're gonna help you out in the end. Hey Leogent, welcome back. Alright, let's talk about the civilizations until Joshua can join the game. Hera, gonna be playing Spanish. Spanish, of course, don't have to pay any gold for blacksmith upgrades starting from Fuel H. They also get 18% faster shooting hand cannoneer and bombard cannons. The cannon galleon shoot faster projectiles with ballistics, so that could be potentially useful here. Bombard cannons that shoot super fast and also with ballistics is quite good. Besides that, the villagers also build things 30% faster, so that is quite useful. So in the first series between Vivi and Dogao, they met halfway trying to wall, and they had a small Dark Age skirmish. And Dogao managed to sneak one of the villagers inside Vivi's base. Or actually, I think it was the other way around. Oh yeah, it was actually Vivi sneaking a villager inside Dogao's base. And the rest of the game was super interesting, but it was kind of short. For Tatoh, on the other hand, is gonna be playing Italians who get 15% cheaper. Alright, okay Yasha, don't worry. So Italians get 15% cheaper age research cost. They also get 15% cheaper ships. And finally they get 50% cheaper dock techs, which is gonna be significant. War galleys is going to be cheaper for them. Shipwrights, careening, that kind of stuff. Most likely in Imperial Age. They also get 20% cheaper gunpowder units for whatever that's worth. Although, yeah, Spanish being a gunpowder civilization, they are gonna have the upper hand. In terms of water as well, Italians, if I'm not mistaken, they get fast fire ship, but they don't get heavy demolition ships. Spanish, on the other hand, get, if I'm not mistaken, all the dock units. Let me take a look real quick. Yeah, that is actually true. Spanish get absolutely everything. Full dock. Did the password not work for you, Joshua? Or is it because the game is ongoing already? There's a lot of food over here. Oh, I didn't launch the game. Okay, alright. Well, it's alright, it's alright. We're gonna pass things on to Lidakor and Joshua after this game. And once again, sorry about the choppiness. Yeah, hopefully it's not gonna go on for 2 hours. That elephant now is sinking in the water. Rip. Well, that's a lot of wasted elephant if you ask me. Anyway. Fuel H coming up for Hera. Almost there for Tatoh, already 10 minutes and 30 seconds, not bad at all. Extra villagers for the green player, of course. What are we gonna see? Is Tatoh gonna try to go aggro in Fuel H? Because he, yeah. Gonna go for the tower now. I don't think, yeah, Hera's not even gonna try to send the villager over to repair. He just doesn't have the time. Yeah, and the tower coming up as well, it's not even worth it. That's just gonna go hyper aggro in Fuel H. In Bog Forest. He doesn't want to have a long game. Pretty much like the rest of us. The faster he breaks through, the best. Manotaurons coming up. Fuel H still not there for Hera, but with 29 villagers. He might just be able, well, he already has the resources to go for Castle H, as a matter of fact. 900 food. Going up a little bit greedy with one extra unit over there. Well, let's see. Demolition coming up. Demolition coming up. And that is 90 attack against the palisade walls. But I don't think the demos, I don't think they get bonus versus buildings. I'm not really sure. Let's see. They probably do. I want to take a look at this. Oh, it does! And there we go! Now we're in! We're in! But no! He's gonna try to go somewhere else over there. He's gonna need another demolition raft. And at this point in time, I don't think he has one. Nope, he's not queuing another one, and this feels to me like it was probably a little bit wasteful. Now Hera's gonna be chilling. Tato's gonna go for a tower, but what is the tower gonna do? 900 HP, walls might still go down to the tower, but Hera's already going out to Castle H, and Tato's not gonna have the units to fight Castle H units when Hera gets up. And I'm not really sure about the strategy. I really appreciate Tatoh trying to go aggro here, but he's gonna be struggling now. For sure. Tower coming up for Hera as well. I feel like it was probably a bit too ambitious from Tatoh trying to go aggro in Fuel H in Black Forest. It's like a super high risk and not really high reward. I feel like it's mostly risk and no reward, to be honest. At least he delayed the counts. Yeah, to an extent, yes. Well, more houses coming up here, town centers coming up. Hera's gonna be chilling. He's got a lot of villagers on stone, so he's gonna be able to go for conquistadors eventually, but he's gonna try to go for more TCs. Conquistadors, of course, are very food intensive on top of the villagers. So I don't think what the situation is right now for Tatoh. He is ahead by 3 villagers, but he's gonna fall behind by 5 when he clicks up. And it's not like he's gonna do that anytime soon, to be honest. He doesn't have the resources. He can abuse the market all he wants, but at this point with only 500 gold, not gonna manage to break through. Or not gonna manage to go up fast enough. Tatoh only 4 villagers ahead, and now we're gonna have 2 TCs working full time for Hera, so he's gonna catch up and he is gonna surpass Tatoh. 3rd TC coming up even? And man, I don't know. Game's Gunner, that seems to be the case. Well, for the time being at least. Tatoh goes up, if Tatoh goes up and goes 1 TC full aggro, he might be able to do something, but once again, I'm not really sure. At the very least, he's gonna have access to Genoese if he wants to go for that. They are going to pretty much neutralize Conquistadors. If he can close his base like this, he's already close, right? So Conquistadors are not gonna be able to freely raid. So Genoese could be good. Cavalry could be good for them. But yeah, otherwise the sim matchup seems to be pretty much in favor of Hera. Spanish not only get better water units, but they also get Paladin, and Italians only get Pikemen. And unlike Vikings, there is no bonus for them against cavalry, like you get with Vikings with chieftains. So yeah, Tatoh going up to Castle H now is gonna be in Castle at 23 minutes. But he's gonna be facing potentially Paladins in the Imperial Age. He doesn't have anything. Okay, well, he does have the Genoese. But what the units? I'm really sure. What the units might be good against Genoese. But Man was saying yesterday that archers do quite alright against boats. With the balance patch that we are using right here. Castle coming up. That castle is gonna stop the push from Tatoh for sure. Well, he's already 11 villagers behind. Yeah, it's gonna be probably 15 villagers behind even. The 3 TCs, as you can see here from Hera, are working full time. 4 villagers queued up even. Now things about to get hairy. Castle H has been reached. Tato's gonna go for his own castle. I don't know about this castle position. I'll probably try to place it over here instead. With the castle over here, he could take the house down, prevent villagers from walling further inside. And then Conquistador is going to do a lot of damage to that scout. And take a look at this, once again, only 2 pierce armor for the fire galley. That is 16 damage per shot for the Conquistadors. At this point, Hera's not going for any other units. He's going heavily into villagers. All 4 TCs. Alright, this is the time. Tato's going to Imperial Age. He's going for War Galley, Ballsaw, Gillnets as well. He's going 1 TC full aggression. And by the way, we're gonna turn off the giveaway because Lida's gonna be taking over. Well, now the ball is on Tato's side. He's gonna go for trebuchets. But oh my god, the eco for Hera is so large right now. Just take a look at this. Raffle's been turned off because Lidakor is gonna be taking over from the third game onwards. So yeah, just have to wait. During the third game, you're gonna be able to join for the raffle again. Sorry about that, but it's not possible for me to draw a winner if people do exclamation mark raffle during Lidakor's stream, because the bot runs locally. Well, Hera's on his way to Imperial Age now as well. Still on a single castle though, he has enough resources to go for another one. If he goes for 2 castles, he should be able to outproduce Tatoh in terms of trebuchets. I'm sorry guys, ISP is working awful. Nobody's gonna cover some games tomorrow. He's resting today from the super long bog forest that they played yesterday, that he had to cast. Over 2 hours, can you imagine that even? Look, I have casted games before. I have casted over 8 hours in the past, at times even 9. But casting 2 hours of non-stop bog forest, that's gotta be something else. Anyway, we are in Imperial Age right now. That trebuchet has deployed. Tato's going for another trebuchet as well. And there we go. Genoese crossbows accounted for Spanish. Genoese crossbows get bonus damage against cavalry units, so against conquistadors, against cavalier, paladin, they are good. You need a good number of units. But yeah, right now the priority is going to be taking the castles down so that Hera cannot go for conquistadors at all. The stone count is looking quite solid for green, so he's gonna be able to go for trebuchets and keep both castles alive by repairing. I think it was Team versus MBL. Yeah, it was Team versus MBL. MBL was not happy about the result of the game afterwards. Well, with 3 trebuchets with chemistry, that castle is guaranteed to go down. Yeah, the villagers are not enough. And it's costing a lot of stone as well for Hera to keep it up. And it's not even going to stay up indefinitely. But there we go, now the knights. And the castle is going down? Let's take a look at the knights. Alright, so we have 3 trebuchets now for Hera as well. And we have knights here to defend this. But Tatoh going instantly into the monks. We have 4 monks and we have how many cavalier right here? 10 cavalier. Houses coming up here, that is very good. And the trade war seems to be going in favor of Tatoh. Sniping already 1, going for the bombard cannon as well. Bombard cannons, remember, they shoot 18% faster for Spanish, but he might be losing. No, he's microing. This is great! This is great play from Tatoh, but the score lead is still quite there for Hera. Taking a look at the villager count, almost twice as many villagers. Now the 4 trebuchets are packing up, and we're gonna see the Genoese crossbows coming out, but these are not elite yet. Anyway, it doesn't matter, that is 9 pierce damage, and if we take a look at the cavalier, they have 6 pierce armor, so they are gonna be taking 3 damage from the base damage from the Genoese crossbows. But on top of that, they also deal bonus damage. The thing is, he needs the numbers, he needs probably at least 15, 20 Genoese crossbows for it to be efficient. But a second castle coming up now for Tatoh, who is pushing quite convincingly over here. Gonna get housed though at 95 population. But yeah, this is fantastic. This is great value from the great player. Going for a second TC now as well. Gonna start catching up in villager count a little bit. And Hera, well, he doesn't really have a lot of resources right now. Keep in mind that all the 3 trebuchets that he lost over here and the 4th one over here, that is 1600 resources. This trebuchet that he's probably gonna lose over here is also gonna be kind of expensive for him. But if we take a look at Hera's military numbers, they are looking quite solid. Almost 40 military units versus only 25. Many of those are monks for Tatoh, so this is going to be heavily dependent on micro. We have already a couple of Genoese crossbows. These are not elite yet, but there we go. Now the light cavalry are going forward and also are the cavalier. And now the numbers are not looking very good for Tatoh, who is going to garrison all the monks inside the castle. There we go. Conversions coming up. 1, 2, 3 conversions. That is like 6 monks, so the micro is not top notch just yet. But the micro and the demolition shots, they are quite good now. A couple of villagers are going to start going down in the goal line over there. But take a look at this. With ballistics, he has ballistics, right? Yeah, Tatoh has ballistics. Take a look at that. Equal military numbers, and he cleaned up a crap ton of cavalier and light cavalry with Genoese crossbows. That is how good these units are. That engagement seemed like it was gonna go heavily in favor of Tatoh, but that ended up not being the case. Now the demolition shot over there, preventing the units from going forward, and all the light cavalry going down as well. We are saving the bombard cannons, and the army control for Tatoh is pristine in this game. Taking the light cavalry as well with the Genoese crossbows. Bombard cannon might be going down though. Let's see. No, it's not going to go down. One castle went down, but we already have the Genoese crossbows over there. The trebuchets are going down, and now the demolition ship over there is going to take the trebuchet for sure. And with the bombard cannons as well, the cavalry are going down to the Genoese crossbows, and they are so strong, man. They are so strong. 74 strapped on, yeah. 74 villagers only for Tatoh, but he's got the military lead and he's still going for more demolition ships. He really needs to take more stone. He needs to go for more demolition ships. For more Genoese crossbows. But that's another trebuchet almost going down with only 3 HP left. Tatoh's push is fantastic. It's just incredible. Yeah, he lost the trebuchets, but he didn't die. Did you see the amount of light cavalry and cavalier that Hera had? I was not so sure about this, but I am a lot more convinced now that Italians with Genoese out, and these are elite Genoese crossbows as well, they might pack a good punch. And let me take a quick look at the tech tree real quick. We're gonna see what the situation is like for the elite Genoese crossbows, because I am not really sure. They get +7 bonus attack versus cavalry. +7. So that is 10 damage. And Hera's not even going for paladin just yet. He's still on 6 pierce armor, so he's gonna be taking 4 from the base damage, then he's gonna be taking 7 on top of it. That is 11 damage per shot for the Genoese. At 140, that is how much? 14 Genoese can one-shot Cavalier. That is how strong they are. And we already have 18 here for Tatoh, and we have a crap ton of demolition ships as well. That castle might be going down to the bombard cannons and the trebuchets as well. And let's take a look over here. He's gonna push all the villagers away from Hera towards the TC, and the game is looking very good. This is not like the bug forest from yesterday at all. And villagers are gonna start going down over there. And the great shot over here. A little bit underwhelming, but still managed to take a bunch of villagers. Now the castle has gone down. And we're gonna start pushing. We're gonna keep pushing more and more. The hussars with 6 pierce armor are still not even stronger than the cavalier in terms of how they deal against ranged units. And then the Genoese crossbows at this point. How many do we have here, Tatoh? Show me the number. 23. This can be good. This can be good, but Hera has a crap ton of units over there. Let's keep in mind that we have demolition ships and also monks over there for Tatoh. Monks are going to be fantastic against Cavalier. And let's see, Hera is gonna try to push now. Well, one thing that he could potentially do, he could try to surround the Genoese crossbows. If he deletes this and sends half the army this way and half the army the other way, he might be able to surround the army from Tatoh. But anyway, we have a crap ton of demolition ships over here. Alright, let's see. There we go, conversions coming up, and that is going to be one. No, 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 we need block printing, man. And I think Tatoh does not have block printing just yet. I'm gonna take a quick look at this. Right now, he does. Alright. Wait. Is this Tatoh? Anyway. Now, there we go. Take a look at the demolition. Oh my god, the shots over there. Taking so many units in. Oh my god. The Genoese crossbows and also the demolitions. Absolutely destroying. All the counter units from Hera. The cannon galleon is a nice addition, but it's a little bit too late in my opinion. GG is being called. That is one of the best games that I have seen this year. That was just unbelievable. Unbelievable game from Tatoh. Alright guys, we're gonna go very quick into the achievements. And we're gonna pass things on to Lida Core, who's gonna be taking things from game 3 onwards. So quickly, KD 7-1. 7-1 for Tatoh. Eco stats, larger eco pretty much all over the board for Hera, except for gold collection, which was higher for Tatoh. There we go. Taking a look at the timeline, extra villagers for Hera as well. Unbelievable game. Unbelievable game. And there we go. Okay, enjoyable still. That is good enough. We need to wait for Lida now. I mean for Joshua, who is going to join. And there we go. Hello Joshua, are you here?
I was right about to type. Like when you started talking, I'd be unmuting myself so I can join you.
Okay, perfect. There we go. Welcome, welcome, Joshua. How are you doing, man?
Hey. I was in the middle of lunch, but I can definitely put it off. I'm definitely not really all that hungry right now.
Perfect.
Definitely co-cast.
The only kind of hunger that you need is hunger for games, man. And yeah, things are looking quite good right now. Are you in the game already?
Yeah, I am. It fired up and seeing right now.
Okay, perfect. Do you want to introduce the players?
Sure.
Alright.
Alright, so this is first round of MSC between Tatoh and Hera. And on the left side of the map, we have Hera in the green playing as the Slavs. On the right-hand side of the map, we have Tatoh in the gray playing as the Malians. Two interesting civs, and the map here is called Mangrove Flood. This is not one I actually saw yesterday. That might just be because I came at a bad time. I don't know, maybe it happened. If you know anything about that.
Yeah. Alright. What is the saves? Why do you think it's an interesting matchup?
Well, unlike Bog Forest, this one seems to be a lot more of an open map. And that's definitely, I think, where both of these civs can really shine. Although Slavs are definitely in their element on any kind of map type, in my opinion, except for when it's like really water heavy.
Yeah.
If it's like really open, or if it's really closed, if it's like Arabia Arena type of, or even Black Forest type of situation, I think definitely Slavs can shine in that setting. So they've got a really great food bonus with the faster farmers that can really help bolster an economy behind a rush, or even boom up to a really scary late game with their infantry and siege.
Yeah, I'm taking a look, and there is not really a lot of Gaia food over here, so they're going to be taking advantage of farms. Although there's a couple of fish, though.
Thing is, with a map type like this that's so dominated by ships, I think this is definitely where both civs can struggle a little bit, because neither of them have fantastic dock tech trees. That being said, Malians do definitely have the edge over the Slavs in the beginning, at least, because they do save on wood with the cheaper buildings. So they'll definitely have an edge on that regard. And even though the Malians' late game tech tree is for their navy is really bad, they do at least have heavy demolition ships. That was something I forgot until yesterday when I watched MBL versus Tim on that on that travesty of a bog forest match. But yeah, it's the one asset they get, and that can be super. I can definitely see that being a game changer in this particular map type.
Right. Well, I was taking a look at the map, and it seems like Tatoh has a very, very open map. On the right-hand side, at least, it seems like it's going to be quite a job trying to wall that area.
I'm honestly skeptical walling of any kind will work that well in this match, just because a couple of demos might be able to blow down, especially if they try to rely on palisades. Like, a couple of demos would just blow through them right away.
That's true. Well, Tato's gonna go up to fuelage a little bit faster, with one less villager probably. No, actually they have the same amount of villagers. What happened over there?
Yeah. Oh, Hera coming in to harass the fishing ships. Tato's paying attention though.
Ah, that's right. So they have the same amount of villagers, but actually Tatoh has one extra fishing ship. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That is how he can go up faster and still stay on the same amount of villagers, because Capture Age displays both as one thing.
Unfortunately, I don't have access to that, so it's just this vanilla overlay for me.
Alright, alright. Well,
because I'm not actually a caster, that's why.
What do you think about the last game? I think it was probably one of the best games that I have seen this year. It was fantastic.
I was only able to watch like the first 10 minutes, and
man.
The first 10 minutes, and then there's like the 20 minutes in between, and I saw like the last 10 minutes as well. So it looked really good. I mean, that's about as good as that kind of map I think can get when it's not ending super early, like the sub 20 or maybe even just over 20-minute mark.
Yeah.
But not like ridiculously long, like 2 hours plus. I think that was like just the right, like just the sweet spot.
And I think like everyone here knows what we're talking about. 2 hours. Well, man, you missed big time. You're gonna have to watch the VOD because it was fantastic.
Yeah, all I saw, I was commentating. I saw, I could just tell by how fast the Gen Expos were firing that they were elites. And I saw all the cavalry that Hera had, and I was thinking, yeah, that's a death sentence. If Hera doesn't get out siege rams right now to soak up out all the Gen Expos fired, he's toast.
I'm not really sure if that was going to be enough either, because Tatoh had a lot of demolitions. At one point,
that's fair. I mean,
yeah, Hera had like something like 60 cavalry units, and I think if he managed to surround the Genoese crossbows, he might have been able to get the trade. But with all the demo ships from Tatoh,
I saw a lot of them are hustlers, so I don't think they would have traded very well.
Let's see. Yeah, they don't need to trade very effectively because Hera had a better eco. If he just managed to clean up the army, even if he lost everything, he was going to be able to replenish his army a lot better than Tatoh. Also, he was on a single castle.
You know, both civilizations more or less specializing in gunpowder and having access to bombard towers. I mean, that was one game I expected to drag on for a ridiculously long time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just holding the choke points with mass bombard towers for both sides and just being unable to push. But no, it didn't turn out that way, thankfully.
Thankfully. Well, Tatoh has a couple of scouts in here inside Hera's base. He's doing with a demolition galley over there. I think he's gotten a 2 villagers.
Was there like a modification to some of these units for this tourney? I'm seeing a -2 armor rating for the
Yeah, the
ships.
balance patch makes it so that the water units are not so dominating.
Oh,
They
I
have-
see. It's
yeah.
just tournament exclusive, though, right?
Yeah, because otherwise this would be only galleys into war galleys, and then whoever makes the most war galleys wins. That is something that happened last week on Tuesday when I was casting a practice session. I think it was a best of 7 or something between Tim and Vivi. I think they didn't have the balance patch, so it was. Well, all the games looked very similar, and I'm really glad that that is not the case here. You see a very nice mixture of land units and water units.
It's being part of just game 3, being able to co-cast. I'm hoping that Hera can win this one, so I can at least stay for one more.
Well, that would be inconvenient if Tatoh won this.
The thing about Hera is, and he kind of made this clear right after KOTD2. I remember he said on his streams that he's obviously a really talented solid player, but in the tournament setting he just kind of chokes. He says he gets really nervous, he starts shaking, and he just isn't able to perform at his peak. At his peak, which is a little unfortunate. Right. So I think we're kind of seeing that on display right now.
Well,
it's
yeah.
Down 2-0.
Right now, Tatoh is already ahead by 4 villagers. Military count is not that different. But speaking of Hera, I think he is relatively new, right, in the pro scene. He was talking about.
Oh yeah, he is, but yeah.
He was talking about
He's
how.
Really...
Sorry. He was talking about how he got to 2k in 1 year, then 2.4k in the next year. And Tatoh, on the other hand, has been playing this for like, what, a decade already?
Probably. I don't know the specifics about Tatoh.
But definitely, I think it's related. Keeping your cool during the tournaments is something that you gain with practice and getting used to it.
I think someone like T90, as much as I don't watch a lot of his streams, but a couple times where I did actually catch him streaming, like he kind of did some commentary about Hera, saying that he's not quite on the same level as like some of the other well-known pros that we know of, but if you give him like another year or so, he'll probably be right up there with them.
Yeah, probably. Kind of a similar situation to Leary. Leary's been a pro for probably a little bit longer than Hera. Let's see. Okay, yeah, Tatoh is really keeping things up here with the military on the left-hand side of Hera's base, and on the right-hand side of Tato's base we have some raiding going on with scouts. It's funny when you see land units raiding fishing ships, and he's actually getting those. He got a fishing ship over there.
I kind of saw this in the that one cup for Hidden Cup 2, when the players were practicing. It was called it was just called Cup.
Oh, like yeah.
One with, islands of gold in the center, and some games I saw people just bring their scouts over and harassing the fishing ships.
Yeah, yeah, that was quite something back then, at least. Over here, with this kind of maps,
it wasn't that long ago. It was only a few months.
Right. It was one of the first times we saw that, though.
Looks like Tato's looking to market his way up to Castle Age. Whoa, he's banking up a ridiculous amount of gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, he way overshot the amount of villagers I think he wanted to dedicate to gold, because maybe it slipped his mind.
But Hera's resources?
Gold mining free.
Yeah, that happens to me all the time when I play Slavs. I go for the regular amount of farms and then I'm 2k food and 0 everything.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Hera had 1200 food at the moment he clicked up to Castle Age. I'm not really sure what happened over there. Oh, but take a look
if you're booming on a closed map, you want all that food.
Take a look at Hera scouts inside Tato's base.
They're trapped.
Yeah, but they took a villager. They might be able to take 2 or more.
Before they go down. He's got scale mail and bloodlines. These guys might last a little while.
Yeah.
Tato's struggling to quick wall his villagers in. He's just saying screw it. He's just gonna engage with the villagers and bring even a spearman even.
Another villager going down. That is 2 villagers going down. 4-2 scouts. I will take that trade anytime. I'm really sure if Hera's gonna be able to take another one.
Can't run forever, Hera.
Yeah.
Okay, that scout's dead.
There was a weak woman mining gold over there, but I don't think he saw that.
Yeah, there's too many villagers to click on, even for a pro, I guess.
Yeah. There's a human limit to APM, right?
Yeah.
Well, Hera's gonna keep sending more scouts forward, though.
Hera's probably the upper end of the human APM, though. Have you seen his streams?
I have seen a little bit.
Sickness.
Yeah, I have seen a little bit. I wish at times that Lear streamed more. That'd be something to watch. See the micro god.
Oh, Leary, okay. I don't think he has a Twitch channel, does he?
I don't think so. I don't remember to have seen him stream before.
Yeah, neither have I. Ooh, this fishing ship is about to get picked up. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, over at Hera's base though, he's getting harassed by fire ships. Doesn't have the numbers to fight this back. He's gonna have to move all the villagers away from the gold line.
Hera, being the lover of cavalry that he is, going full knights.
He's gonna keep harassing the fishing ship.
Better hope they don't get blown up by demos. And speaking of which, it looks like all of Tato's almost all of Tato's docks are just on the other side of the pond. He only has one back here at home.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, he's on 2 docks over there. Oh, the numbers now are suddenly looking quite even for both players. Actually, Tatoh doesn't want to fight this, although there go a couple of demolition rafts or demolition ships. Ah, that is kind of underwhelming. He was able to clear that up though.
Yeah, it's just all... I probably should use all G. I don't use all G a lot, but when it comes to these two colors in particular, it seems to be pretty hard to tell apart.
No one said anything here in chat, but we are probably gonna do that as well because it's getting a little bit hard to see.
Like, there's a mod for like on Voobly to lessen like the darkness of like the gray player color, I think.
Yeah.
But it's really difficult to tell the Voobly green and the Voobly gray ones apart.
Oh, that demolition shot over there though. Hera lost a couple of villagers in the wood line. This is actually not bad for Hera. He is gonna be able to clear this up for sure.
Great demo shots, but during this tourney, I hope we can at least see one situation where one player has like a huge army of something like, I don't know, archers or whatever, just going across the map, and they're not paying attention, and a demo comes in and just blows them all to hell.
You know that's bound to happen.
Once.
It's bound to happen.
At least
we are just 1 week in. Third to see coming up for Tatoh as well. He's already on 2. Third to see coming up as well for Hera.
Won't be this soon because no one's going for archers this game yet.
You know, yesterday after the Bach Forest game, Mem was saying that in this balance patch, Arbalists are quite dominating against the units, but I have not seen a lot of that happening just yet.
It's like a high risk, high reward situation, I guess.
Seems like it, yeah.
If you're paying attention to your ranged units, they can pick off the demo ships, but if you're not, you really have to invest a lot of attention to them, otherwise they're going to get blown up.
Right. Oh, the command's not working. Let's see.
Both these guys have monks out. No one's grabbing relics as of yet, though, I think.
At this point? Yeah,
probably
I think
just too much going on right now for them to care about relics.
Yeah, 0 relics for either player. 3 TCs for both. Wood, food, gold, and stone. Whoa, what happened? Oh, over there, I can see the bodies.
I just randomly getting to the bottom of the map near Hera's place, and I just saw an explosion, like 2 or 3 vills going down.
Yeah, I saw it in the wood line, right?
Yeah.
Great.
could have been a lot better though, sadly. Oh, Tatoh has a ship here. Is he?
Yeah, the pathing is kind of...
man.
Yeah, that is underwhelming. Pathing can be an issue for this kind of trade.
Yeah, demo ships are really strange in that you might tell them if they have like a pile of units and you tell them to target one thing, they'll just ignore your command and just attack whatever the hell they want. That happens way more frequently than I care to admit.
And it happens as well at times. I'm not really sure if that's how it works, but it feels like the demos try to attack units from a given angle, so even if they are like right next to the unit that you want them to attack, they're gonna try to go around before exploding.
Wishful thinking, but hope maybe they'll fix that with DE, I don't know.
Maybe. Fingers crossed. Well, situation right now for Tatoh is not looking very good. Although he does have 2 demolition ships over there, he's going to send both of those for a single boat. Not very good.
Yeah, these docks are starting to get knocked down. Hera is taking back his side of the map.
Take a look at the middle.
Oh, castle! But there's 2 knights here.
But there's a monk.
Oh, Hera!
There's a monk.
Oh, now he noticed.
Yes?
Oh no, is this a doubt castle?
It seems to me like it's a doubt castle. There's a lot of knights over there and villagers.
Oh no, there's too many knights.
That is so bad.
That's
well,
the risk of putting a castle in a hilly terrain like this. Good luck quick walling your villagers in like that.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if he knew that Hera was there. It seems to me like he did. No. Yeah, he did.
He had to have. Like, how else would he be able to... How else? Like, he wouldn't just put... Like, I don't know of any other reason why he put a castle just that close.
It feels to me like he was trying to force a castle by sending a lot of villagers, but was not expecting the knights, maybe.
Yeah, Hera has a huge advantage now. He's ahead about 8 villagers, and it looks like he has... Oh my god, a 21 military lead over Tatoh. This is GG.
GG has been called. There we go. Well,
because I mean, preferably the 2 situations are you have the Vill lead, but you don't have the military, or you have the military, but you don't have the Vill lead, but you never want to have both. And unfortunately, Tatoh had both this game.
Man,
so
you know,
GG.
The first 2 games were such domination for Tatoh, but now this was a lot closer. Well, Hera played it very, very well. You're gonna be...
Hera's not going down without a fight.
You're gonna be co-casting another game, at least. Alright, let's take a look at the achievements right now real quick. Did you go straight to the lobby?
I did. It's a bad habit.
I know. Well, military score 6 to 5 KD in favor of Hera. Eco stats, better eco for Tatoh all over the board except for food collection. Significantly higher for Hera, over 3k more food. For tech, fuel H time faster for Tatoh, castle H time faster for Hera. Research count better for Hera as well, and villager count 6 higher for him. And that's the timeline. Alright, let's go back. Okay everyone, we are back. Let me switch into Capture H and... Just a second. There we go. Welcome everyone. This is the 4th game in the best of 5 series between Tatoh and Hera for the MSC Cup, the first week. Let's see, we have Joshua over here as a co-caster.
Hey.
How are you, man?
So I wasn't just co-casting one game after all. It's good to be here.
Quite fortunate. Well, let's take a look at the civilizations and the players and the maps as well, because this is Bog Islands. Yeah. And let's see, so Hera's gonna be playing Japanese in the southwest. Tato's gonna be playing Vikings in the east. Do you want to talk about the civs and the maps?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll handle it.
Perfect.
What was in my throat just now? Alright. Left-hand corner of the map, we have in the blue... Well, actually...
Yeah, it's green. It's green for me now.
Alright, I'll just flip it... I'll just flip off all G just for the second and I guess flip it back on later. So in the left-hand corner of the map, we have Hera in the green playing as the Japanese. And Tatoh on the right-hand corner of the map, and he is in the gray playing as the Vikings. So 2 very... These are probably the two kings of Age of Kings water civilizations.
For sure.
Vikings, they've kind of fallen from grace, obviously, because they don't have access to the fire galley or the fire ship line in general. Japanese, I mean, they're not strictly a naval civilization, but their navy tech tree is awesome. Just missing the heavy demo ship, and they save quite a bit of wood because of their cheaper drop-off buildings. So Hera has a lumber camp out already. He's already saved 50 wood there. And assuming he builds one more, and he builds a mining camp for the gold. Assuming he's going heavy into water, that means he'll be saving about 150 wood. Some really solid savings. As far as the maps are concerned, I mean, it's essentially islands, except you can actually walk over to your opponent's base. Hera's stones are pointing forward. I'm not too sure exactly how much relevance this has when most of the fighting between the ships is probably going to be happening out in the open.
Right.
And it's not like these minerals are super exposed to like demo shots either. I guess maybe these stones could be, but you can't put a mining camp on the side towards the shallows anyways, because of that little beachhead.
Yeah.
You'd be camping on the other side, so it's not like demos could blow them up either. So I personally don't think the resource distribution is going to matter too much, but I could be wrong on that.
There seems to be a little bit of a pause right now. Well, one thing that I'm really liking about this map is that you get solid ground for your base. So your villagers around there, the farmers are going to be safe. But also you have a water section in the middle of the map, so you can also place your fishing ships over there without fearing them to get aggroed by land units.
This was one of my favorite maps when Rise of Rajas first came out. I actually played this quite a lot. Just some friendly games with the AI, like just the standard HD AI or Resbot or whatever. And then the games would drag on forever, and then the map would actually run out of wood. And I guess I just stopped playing at some point.
Right.
It was fun while it lasted.
Oh, you know what else? By having the water section in the middle that you cannot go with land units, this is going to make for some interesting dynamics in how they combine land units on the shallows and water units on the water. I don't know if you recall, but in Aspiring Experts in the finals we had, or actually it was the finals between Golden End and Project Belgium, that one of the players was Vikings, and they had a map like this. They had shallows, but they have small sections of pure water. So they just place a couple of longboats in there, and they do a lot of damage from the water, and they cannot be damaged by land units.
Yep.
So that's something we might see.
The longboats.
Yeah.
That was so fun to watch.
Well, we have a pause right now, and I have to wonder if there's anything going on. Let me take a look at the room.
I'm not sure if it's just because of map size. What I noticed was there's no mid.
There's no mid what?
Like the dark blue area.
Sorry?
There's no gold minerals, so there's no gold or no stone in like the middle with like the dark blue area in the middle. You have some trees though. Like I think the original Rise of Rajas, that those resources were completely inaccessible because there were no shallows. Like there was no mangrove little shallows here to put your villagers on. So maybe they fixed that for this.
But I think it's not walkable, the middle, right?
It isn't.
Oh, well, someone dropped. Who dropped? Tatoh says that Hera dropped. We're gonna have to go back.
Ooh.
Alright. Well, let's go back now and see. We're gonna have to wait until they restore it. Oh! Wait. What? The game's continuing? But it's only Tatoh in the room, so this is the final seconds before Hera drop.
Alright, looks like I'll be flying solo for a little while. Twitch chat. It's the first time it's really ever happened to me, but I'm willing to take on the challenge. So both these players Looks like my overlay had glitched out for a second because of the restore. But Hera is in Feudal Age now. Tatoh has just clicked up to the Feudal Age himself. And Hera, he's really powering on the docks. He's got he's got 2 docks. One back towards his own base, one towards the front. He really wants to go aggressive against Tatoh. Try to harass his fishing economy. And if he can make a few galleys, just regular galleys from this forward dock, he might be able to harass these gold miners, harass Tatoh's gold miners up front here too, because that gold is somewhat exposed. And I guess this is definitely how, I guess, the forward resources like the forward gold or the forward stone can really come into play, because the galleys, they can range the villagers while the fire galleys can't.
All right, man, don't panic. We're back.
First forward fire galley coming in for Hera, and he's going to try and find... okay, he sees them. He's got 2 fire galleys here harassing Tatoh's fishing economy.
There we go. Second dock coming up now for Tatoh as well, who just hit Feudal Age.
Yes.
Are we synced? What is the in-game time for you?
11:55.
Perfect. We are perfectly synced.
Yeah, it looks like Tatoh is trying to fast castle. Someone in the Twitch chat just pointed that out. I looked back at the resources.
Let's take a look. Yeah, resources are looking fantastic for him. So he's just gonna skip Feudal Age altogether because he doesn't get the fires. But take a look at this.
Tatoh,
what is that? Defensive tower coming up even.
Yeah, he knows that gold is vulnerable, and you know how I said, like, I have no idea how relevant, like, forward, quote-unquote, resources would be? This is how it would be relevant, because now Hera's powering on regular galleys. They'll be able to harass these gold miners.
Well, that tower is gonna go up for sure.
Yeah, with only one galley, though, it's not gonna work out too well.
1 pierce armor only for that galley as well. Interesting.
One pierce
-5.
armor, and they only deal 3 damage. So these these villagers are only taking 1 damage a shot.
That's quite the nerf right there.
You know, you can at least make it like archers, where you have like 2 damage against villagers before fletching, and then 3 after.
Right. Well,
They over-nerf these.
Tatoh's, I don't know, man. I've been casting a bunch of these Bug Arabia games in the past as people were trying to practice, and it was, I don't know. I think it's probably okay, but still, it makes for an interesting mix of army. Well, Tatoh is about to hit Castle Age, and the resources for Hera are not looking that good. I don't think he's gonna be able to go up himself.
Hera even adding archers. That's the Japanese. They're probably my favorite, if not my favorite civilizations for like the early game for like Feudal Age, because you're just able to do so much.
Take a look at the back of Tatoh's base.
Oh my god.
That is just so good for Hera, but also so bad at the same time. Could have been so good.
Hera snuck a villager and built it behind there?
Yeah, build the archery
That's
ranges.
Insane.
There we go, man. We have now longboats.
Longboats.
Yeah, only 2 pierce armor for the galleys as well. Yeah. That is going to be good for Tatoh.
Those fire galleys.
Yeah, 100%. Doing so much damage. Well, the military count is not so good for Tatoh yet, but these units are quite powerful. And as he stays in Castle Age, if he goes for extra TCs or something, he should be getting ahead quite considerably. Right now he's still 6 villagers behind, but that is not so bad, all things considered. He gets free wheelbarrow, and now by the point Hera goes up to Castle Age, he is going to be 3 villagers behind by the time he hits Castle. So looking good for Tatoh.
He's got some fishing ships out here. They're gonna go down.
Yeah. This is not what Hera needs.
Like 4 or 5 volleys to take them out, though, because these are Japanese fishing ships.
That is true, though. Let's take a look at the HP pool here. It's looking very good for Tatoh. Yeah, Hera cannot do anything right now. He only needs to save up and go up to Castle Age, but he is already behind by quite a bit.
I dare say, the longboats will probably even tear apart the watchtowers if he has enough of them.
I don't know about
careful.
The balance patch. I'm not really sure if it includes anything regarding towers. Do you have... Do you know?
I barely know anything about like the balance for this tourney at all.
Okay, okay.
It doesn't look like anything's different. It has the same 50 wood, 125 stone cost.
Well, yeah, already I guess with the Pierce armor nerf for the ships in general, you don't really need to buff your towers at all.
So the gold that I assumed was safe for Hera was harassed just now.
Yeah,
but now Hera has to pull back because he is outnumbered.
Hera's going for a market, but he's going to get pushed back from the stone over there by 3 longboats. Things are not looking good for Green Man at all.
Yeah, this fire galley's struggling to get out of there. That's some OP unit pathing right there. They can't even get away because these longboats are just fast.
Yeah.
Faster, more compact, and better at dealing with like a high pierce armor, like highly like pierce attack resistant target like the fire galleys or like the fire ship line in general.
Man, I don't want to call it early and Hera is going up, but take a look at the longboats in the south. I don't know. He cannot even take wood from there.
Makes me wonder if things would have been different if Hera, for example, chose... I mean, Japanese are certainly no slouches for water, but what if Hera chose a a water civ that's considered more... that's considered higher up on the list, like Italians especially? Wonder if... what that would have looked like.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
Italians, maybe even Malay, I don't know. But,
I'd probably...
Malay have a lot of speed, but their eco is really fragile, so I imagine Hera would have struggled to put on as much pressure as he did with the Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
It could be wrong.
Of course, he needs to know that Tatoh is going for Vikings, I guess.
Ooh. This is actually looking to be a pretty scary number of longboats, actually.
Yeah, there's 15 military units for Tatoh right now, and that's pure longboats. I don't think he has got anything else. Oh, he's got the scout.
Hera first and foremost upgrade the war galley and fire ship upgrades. He might have to even rely on some lucky bada booms, I don't know, the demo ships. That's assuming they can even get close though.
Yeah, this is like an exaggerated version of archers and knights, because it's like the longboats are like Genoese archers and then the fire ships are like knights, because the longboats are going to melt any other boats, but if the fire ships or the fire galleys can close the gap, then they should be able to chew through the longboats as well, because they also have low pierce armor and 0 melee armor at all as well.
Tato's got a university. That could probably means he got ballistics as well. Yep, these longboats are just gonna be able to pick off whatever they're firing at.
Yeah, Tatoh is with ballistics, with 8 extra villagers, with handcart. I don't know, man. Let's take a look at the HP pool here in the engagement close to Tato's base. HP pool is looking very good for Hera. But once again, the longboats are powerful.
The thing about longboats, if I remember the statistics right, if you have equal numbers of the galley line as well as longboats, the longboats come out on top. But if you pit equal resources worth of both ships together, then the longboats lose.
No.
So I guess that's where the idea that longboats are a more cost-effective ship comes from.
Right. Well, yeah, ballistics is quite important here. As you can see, Tatoh is just dodging the shots and he is landing every single one of them.
Yeah, he's playing this masterfully. Definitely when it comes to water experience, Tatoh probably has Hera beat. I mean, even though Hera says on his channel, I saw his description, he says he quote enjoys playing water maps, but I'm not sure if that means he's experienced or not.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything coming back from this. He's just too outnumbered. There goes the last war galleys.
GG. Good luck next.
GG.
There we go. Ah, well, that is a third victory for Tatoh in the final game of the series today.
He said U2, so I guess Hera is still in this tournament, technically?
Yeah, this is not a knockout. This is the Swiss system. They're gonna be playing many weeks. Kind of like a league of sorts, I guess.
I was cracking this joke to some of my friends. One of them, I remember through Discord, asked me, "Hey, who do you think is gonna win MSC?" I said, "Oh yeah, Tatoh for sure. He's gonna take it 100%." You want to know why? Because the heavy demo / Tatoh ships they're not a meme for no reason. He's the master of demo ships, and any kind of mangrove map just begs for demo ships. He's gonna take it so easily. Dude, just mark my words.
Okay, let's see. So for scores, KD for Tatoh was pretty good, over 3-1. Eco stats, larger eco for him in terms of food and wood collected, stone and gold collected, higher for Hera. Are you still in the achievements, or did you?
No, I clicked out as well, but it's not surprise. Yeah, it's not surprising at all, because the Viking economy, that's when it really starts to take off.
Fast castle paying off for Tatoh big time. 15 minutes castle age, pretty good. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
I just can't seem to break the habit of closing out of achievements.
And that happens, man.